So, you might be wondering why it's all the candles. So, ties into the movie today, which is good old Barry Lyndon. Barry Lyndon's a film that I saw down at my local Cinematheque. They had it. They were doing a Kubrick festival. They did a bunch of his lesser known films. Not lesser known, but less famous films. I think they did The Killing, Killer's Kiss. Oh, what else did they do? I think they did Lolita, and then they ended with Barry Lyndon. No, they did Full Metal Jacket and Barry Lyndon. I went to go see Barry Lyndon because I hadn't really seen Barry Lyndon. I think I tried to watch it once when I was younger, and I just couldn't stand it. But this is probably one of his best movies. Honestly, I'm not a huge Kubrick fan, as most people may know. I think that sometimes his methods were a little bit. I don't know. I don't like some of his filming methods. What he did with Shelley Duvall wasn't great, and I feel like some of his movies are just mean spirited for no reason. Like around Clockwork Orange is when I start losing. And I always maintain the idea that his best films are stuff like um, Barry Lyndon, Doctor Strangelove, and Spartacus: Paths of Glory. That stuff is great. That stuff's fantastic. But Barry Lyndon's the story of this Irishman who it's kind of comedic in the first act. It's kind of like a comedy or it's just he's just doing a bunch of stuff going around like he goes off to war because he's in love with his sister and they do all this stuff where they fake a duel so that he leaves thinking he killed someone popular because the guy was scared of him, and he goes off on this big old adventure and it's really funny. And then the second part he becomes he marries into wealth, and then it's just really depressing and really down. It completely changes in tone, but since it's at the act 2 mark, it kind of is okay because it shows what power and wealth does to a person. But this is also based on a story written by who's William Makepeace Thackeray. It's adapted from his novel. I haven't read the novel. I don't know much about it, so apologies for that. But as far as the movie is concerned, it's super well done, super well shot. And to explain the candles, there's a lot of scenes where stuff is shown in candlelight. They shoot candlelight on film. He took NASA lenses and such to shoot the stuff on film. And the funny thing about it is these scenes aren't like super intricate either. There's like, oh, he's playing cards somewhere. Oh, he's at a dinner somewhere. It's just like random scenes thrown in there, but the fact that it's done by candlelight adds such ambience and atmosphere to the movie. Movie clock's in at about, I want to say, it's right on the back here. It's about 185, so it's about 3 hours. Not too bad. Not too bad. Really enjoyable. What I have here is the Criterion Edition because that's the best version to get. This is a 4K transfer, I believe. Yes, it is. This is a 2-disc set. Comes with the. I can't really see it there. It comes with the thing in there. There's some. I think there's a commentary track on here. Kubrick doesn't really have a lot of commentary tracks. It's got like interviews and such. Really good stuff. Definitely recommend checking it out. This won a lot of awards when it came out. I actually saw a documentary on one of the actors in here. I can't remember his name. I can never remember his name. Um, Leon Vitali. Leon Vitali plays the son, well, the son-in-law, the stepson of Barry Lyndon. And he puts in such a powerhouse performance. It's so fantastic. And after that, he was so enthralled by Kubrick's style that he ended up working for him full time. He ended up becoming his right hand man on stuff like The Shining. It was The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut. He did a lot of stuff with Kubrick himself, and he actually oversees a lot of the transfers and everything now. Very interesting. It's on Netflix. It's called Film Worker. Definitely recommend checking that out. And if you can get onto it, I definitely recommend checking out Barry Lyndon. It's a very intriguing film. It's very interesting. It's a very grand film as well. It doesn't feel very Kubrick either. Like Kubrick always has that sort of, it's got that grandiose vibe to it, but it also has the comedic stuff from, say, The Killing has some comedic stuff in there that's like this, but it's more darker. Some of the more dark comedy, like that's all over Doctor Strangelove, but it doesn't feel too much like his more weird out there stuff. Not out there, but honestly, watching the movie really makes me long for his Napoleon movie. His period pieces, I think, are some of the coolest stuff he's made. But you know, check it out. I'd honestly give this like 9.5 out of 10 because there's a little few things that bothered me. I feel like the tone change in the halfway mark is a little weird. Some characters just disappear entirely, but I'm sure that's on there somewhere. But you know, as always, what I'm going to do in the description is I have a letterbox now, so I'm going to leave that down there. You can check out some of the lists I've made. I've got some cool lists down there. Um, Also, definitely recommend picking up the Criterion version. This was about $40. You can buy them online. I think they might be having a sale still because of the whole coronavirus shutdown. Gonna date this video, by the way, by doing that. Other than that, stay safe out there, guys. Hopefully, I'll be putting out some more videos soon.